The man in the story is like you. He has a busy life, a career, family, social life. And like you, he's added technology into his life to make it easier. But with so much data flowing through these devices, a new thought began to surface. Who else might be watching? Today we're going to talk about what this person did to protect himself and why it's important. And if you like stories like this, stay tuned for more because today we're talking about privacy, a topic that often gets pushed aside until something bad happens. But as our homes get smarter, it's more important than ever. Back to our story. The devices in Alex's home had become both a blessing and a curse. They made life easier, more efficient, but at what cost? The knowledge that someone out there might be holding on to sensitive information about him, his family, his daily routines. It was unsettling. But instead of letting this worry consume him, Alex decided to take action. He wanted to regain control over his digital life without completely disconnecting himself from the conveniences that he'd grown accustomed to. So he spent a weekend going through each device in his house, combing through the privacy settings of every smart device. Started by checking the location permissions. See smart devices like smart TVs, streaming players, smart speakers. They often come with a feature that allows them to track your location. This can be handy for things like location-based recommendations or for targeted advertising. But for Alex, it was a privacy concern. Did he really want these devices knowing his exact location all the time? The answer was no. So he went through each device, turning off location tracking wherever he could. He then moved on to the microphone and camera permissions. Many smart devices have microphones and cameras, which can be used for features like voice control or video surveillance. But again, this raised privacy concerns for Alex. Was he comfortable with these devices listening in on him or capturing images without his knowledge? The answer was a definite no, so he made sure to disable these features on every device. Next, he checked the data collection and storage policies. Many smart devices collect data about your usage patterns and store it either on the device itself or in the company's cloud. This data can be used to improve the device's performance or to provide personalized recommendations. But Alex wanted to know exactly what data was being collected and how it was being used. He looked up the privacy policies for each device and made sure that the data collection practices were transparent and that the data was being used only for the purposes he was comfortable with. He also made sure to check the security practices. Smart devices are often connected to the internet, which makes them vulnerable to hacking or data breaches. He looked into the security practices of each device and made sure that they were up to date and secure. And finally, he checked the third-party access. Many smart devices allow other companies to access their data and use it for advertising or other purposes. Alex wanted to know exactly which third parties had access to his data and how that data was being used. He went through each device and disabled any third-party access that he wasn't comfortable with. Alex didn't stop there. He also took some additional steps to further enhance his privacy and security. For example, he enabled two-factor authentication on all of his devices. This means that in order to access an account, he would need to provide more than one form of authentication, such as a password and a one-time code sent to his phone. This makes it much harder for hackers to gain access to his accounts, even if they manage to steal his password. He also used strong passwords on all of his devices and accounts. Strong passwords are essential for maintaining privacy and security because they make it much harder for hackers to gain access to his personal information. Alex used a combination of upper and lowercase letters, numbers, and symbols to create passwords that were difficult to guess. He also used a password manager to keep track of all of his passwords. A password manager is a software application that helps users to create, store, and manage their passwords securely. Alex also split his Wi-Fi network into two separate networks. It's one for his smart devices and one for his personal computers and phones. This separation is important because it prevents hackers from gaining access to his personal devices by targeting his smart devices. If a hacker manages to infiltrate his smart device network, they will not be able to access his personal device network unless they have the password. Finally, Alex replaced some of his older smart devices with newer ones that had better encryption. Encryption is the process of converting data into a format that is unreadable without the proper decryption key. This is important for maintaining privacy because it ensures that even if a hacker gains access to his data, it will be useless to them without the decryption key. Alex's actions are a great example of what we can all do to protect ourselves against hackers and ensure our privacy. By taking the time to review our privacy settings, we can make sure that our personal information is being protected and used only for the purposes we agree with. Whether it's turning off location tracking on our smart TV or enabling two-factor authentication on our smartphones, every small step we take can make a big difference. But why is privacy so important? Privacy is important for many reasons. It allows us to control our personal information and how it is being used. It gives us the freedom to express ourselves without fear of being judged or discriminated against. And it protects us from identity theft and other forms of fraud. In today's digital age, privacy is more important than ever. We are constantly bombarded with data collection requests and privacy policies that can be difficult to understand. However, by taking the time to learn about our privacy rights and taking steps to protect ourselves, we can ensure that our personal information stays safe and that our privacy is respected. So take the time to review your privacy settings, use strong passwords and encryption, and make sure that you trust the companies you are sharing your data with. Your privacy is worth it. If you enjoyed this video, share it with others so they can also learn about the importance of privacy and what they can do to protect themselves. Together, we can create a safer digital world. If you want to hear more stories like this, subscribe so you won't miss out on future videos. If you liked this one, you'll probably like this other one. See you there.